I quit. This day came a lot sooner than I initially anticipated, but I quit. I'll get to why in a second, but first, let me show you something over here. Have you ever wanted to pack sandwiches for the boys, but your boy Terrence doesn't like pickles, and your boy Tyrese doesn't like olives? Well, I've got something for you. This is the sandwich tackle box. This eliminates the issue of having your sandwiches go soggy, as well as giving everyone the opportunity to choose exactly what toppings they want, and they don't have to do it preemptively. You just load up the bread in the bottom, and then you fill up all the toppings in the top. And then just like that, you're making everyone happy and fed. Look at this quality sandwich. It took me less than a minute to assemble that entire thing. And obviously I opt for every single topping, but not everyone does. And that's the important thing to remember. All right, so now that it's just the people who actually care, it's just my homies, why don't you come over here and I'll show you exactly why I quit. Like I said, I quit. This day came way sooner than I was anticipating. That job was just getting on my nerves, and I just didn't want to work there anymore. That being said, I've had a little bit more free time to work on some bigger projects, and I'm here to announce something located inside of this tackle box. Wave 4 forever. I've got big things in store for you guys. Unlike Wave 4 proper, I don't have a prescribed end to this grouping of posts. I'm making videos and posting as I go, though I like being a few weeks ahead. I'll also be posting at 3 p.m. Eastern on Sundays until I decide to change that. This next Sunday, to kick off this whole shebang, I've got an enormous upload. Take a look.
Yeah, thank you so much.
For running. Be on my hands. I won't have to worry about that for a while. What are the chances? Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm done with that. What the heck? Happy New Year's. Share some of your New Year's resolutions in the comments below. Here are a few of mine. I'm gonna get better at piano. I'm gonna learn to speak Spanish. I'm gonna hit 1 million YouTube subscribers. I'm gonna build a house. I'm gonna get 40 pounds. I'm gonna hit 1 billion YouTube subscribers. Now this segment is for the ultra super mega homies. Yeah, I just got this tent for my birthday. It's pretty awesome. I also got this and this power bank. It was a good setup. Like, it wasn't too hard, wasn't too annoying. It's a good size, I think. It's very light. I had this idea as like an entire video just surrounding this tackle box, but I don't know. It's kind of a one-note point. My dad is a little bit into like EDC knives and stuff. Not really like super into it, but he kind of follows it. And he says this is like a renowned EDC knife. I don't remember anything about it. It's pretty cool. Oh, jeez. So yeah, Wave 4. I was planning on quitting that job probably at the beginning of 2025, but things were just going crazy. I don't really need to get into it because it just doesn't matter. I should make it clear that all of the Wave 4 videos were shot, recorded, edited, and uploaded to YouTube before any of them were published on YouTube. So I've just been riding that wave of posting for like 2 months. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just for the boys, or the girls, for the homies, for the super epic mega homies. As far as what Wave 4 became, and keep in mind, Wave 4 isn't over. The mountain video hasn't even been posted yet in my timeline. Like, that's next week's video. I was kind of expecting those videos to get way more traction, which I wasn't expecting it. I was hoping for them to get a lot more traction. And I'm not disheartened or discouraged. It's definitely a little annoying. I very much appreciate you consistent viewers, the people who are watching right now. You guys are like, I couldn't ask for a better group of viewers. Like, I love all of you guys. You guys are very supportive in my comments. You guys like what I do. There are other channels on YouTube that do much more extravagant things, like going up to northern Canada or Alaska and like surviving with no tent, no food, and they're doing hunting and they're like building houses out in the woods. That's not really what I want to be. I mean, I guess I wouldn't turn down the offer if someone were to like offer for me to go out and do that with them. But like, I like to focus more on the post-production and making the video feel more like a movie. And I'm still learning how to do that. That's kind of where I'm putting all of my experience tokens as I level up, per se, my video editing and whatever. Maybe one day I can do both. Editing a video like a one call. If I'm not worrying about the proper through line, the music, and pacing, I can edit that in 8 hours, easy. But once you start adding all the stuff I really want, and I really don't like posting things unless if it's the vision I envisioned before going into the shoot, it ends up taking like a week of solid, like 40 hours. But that's just the way it is. And honestly, the hardest thing for me is thumbnail and titles. I freaking hate being forced to advertise my videos in a way that would get more clicks and stuff. And I'm really making these videos for the people who enjoy watching them. But to make it make sense for me to continue to do this, it would make me feel better if I were getting more views. And I'm not taking for granted the like kind of closeness we all have here. There's not a ton of us, but like it's fun communicating with you guys and stuff. Maybe I should just have a mukbang in every single video. Mid-January is where I am up to in posting. So after the one call episode 6, I'll start adding mukbangs to see if you guys like it. Or maybe not. I mean, you guys will let me know. Like, I've still got 2 loaves of bread in there. I did not intend on doing this when I drove out here a few hours ago. I was just gonna get the shots. It was just gonna be an announcement video, but we're doing a mukbang. I'm trying new things out. I have my own car now. So like, I don't know, I'm kind of in this situation where I can just do this as often or as readily as I want. I hope I didn't upset you guys too much when you saw the video was titled I Quit. I just thought it'd be a cheeky way of ending off the year, because this is the last video of the year. All right, for the 10 of you still watching, the real homies, the absolute colossal homies, I am planning to do a road trip, hopefully in January, maybe February, around the Appalachian Mountains. And I'm going to be crossing 7 to 8 states in a perfectly straight line. And I've already mapped this out. Not all at once, that'd be crazy. I don't love straight line videos. I don't love doing them. They're really kind of annoying. And I can get like as much fun shooting it out of something else, like the one call where I'm doing the same stuff. I'm cutting through woods usually, but I'm not doing it in a straight line. I don't like having to like stare down at the GPS. It is pretty entertaining, but like, I don't know. That's beside the point. I've like shaved off little parts of 7 to 8 states, including Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, and a handful of others. And I'm just gonna drive around and do those lines. And they're all like a mile on average. And it would probably be a series, so each state will be its own little thing. And at the end of each video will be the transition like to the next state. I want to climb more mountains. It was hard, but like the grandness of those mountains when you're at the top, juxtaposed against the absolute silence. There's little to nothing for wind to really be like making noise on, like trees. Around here, if the wind's going, the trees make it so loud. But up at the top of that mountain, man, it was just so quiet. It was just so cool. And it took forever, and it was really annoying to get up there, but like, I don't know. I'll probably do that at some point, especially if you guys really, really want it. This is my little 16-ounce water bottle. I'm just so little, so petite that I have to use both hands to drink out of it. I almost choked. I don't think I need another sandwich. There's a cookie. I'm like always alone in this type of video. It's pretty rare that I go out camping with people. I usually do it all alone. It's easier to schedule, and it's easier to like, sometimes people, when you talk to them about doing a video together, they have expectations of it kind of going really well. But I kind of have to do a lot for these videos to be kind of not only entertaining, but make sense and be fun for me. A lot of my time during these videos is just spent like making sure I'm getting the right footage and stuff, which is just not fun. Flying the drone is kind of fun, but that shot you saw earlier in the video, that took me like 9 flights to get, like, or not flights, but like attempts at doing that zoom. I don't know, I'm just all alone in this tiny little town in Indiana, which I don't really see as a bad thing. before I quit, I'd saved up quite a bit of money, and running a channel like this, when I have some cash to spend, just makes it so much more fun. Like, I'm able to buy things instead of having to really, like, this setup feels like I'm glamping. I almost never have a tent. Actually, unless if I'm doing a video with someone, I usually never bring a tent just because I hate the hassle. But this tent's real fancy, guys. It's super easy to set up. I bought my car, and it's like, I can put things in it and just like, it's mine, and people aren't wanting to use it because it's just mine. It's not like I have to share it with my family. We've reached that moment in every camp outing where the sun is setting. It's only 5:20. There's a lot of day left to be had, but there's not a lot of daylight. There's not a lot left to do and film that would be entertaining. For the 2 of you who are still watching, this is the site where I filmed the pumpkin cooking video. Was that like a year ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. It is a little short. I am 6'1", so this tent is probably like a little bit short. At a diagonal, I imagine it'd be pretty good. Flip around like this. Start taking off my boots. I'm gonna close this up. All right, whoop. And there we go. So now I have this like indoor-outdoor space. That's pretty cool. All right, so my brother got me this for my birthday. So it's like a eggshell kind of foam that has a reflective coat on it that should help reflect body heat. And even though it is pretty warm, it is still winter time, and the ground is wet. So I can feel already that a lot of my heat is getting sucked out of me through the floor. Yeah, it doesn't feel too small. The tent's like the perfect size for me, I think. Any smaller would probably be a little annoying. My glasses give me headaches if I wear them for too long in a day, and I haven't been wearing my contacts that much lately. Just need to take them off. I love the cold on my head when I have a headache. It's like, oh, so relieving. Roll it out, boom. Feels a little wet, but I think it's just because it's cold. This is the only sleeping bag I brought, so I ought to get in it and start warming it up before it gets too cold. I brought my Thug pillow. Those who know are my real fans. Those who don't know need to do a little bit more research, I guess, to become the hardcore homies. Dang, look at me. This tent feels so fancy now, guys. I have a tent. I'm ready to go to sleep. See you guys in the morning. Or should I say you? There's only one person watching. I guarantee it. Anyway, bye.
It's morning. It took a while to heat up the sleeping bag, but once it heated up, I got pretty comfortable. The mat is pretty good. I could feel when parts of my body were not on it. It started raining like 2 a.m. last night. It was very windy. It's time to pack out of here. I hate packing up, but whatever. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to dry that off. It is time for me to go. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, this is take 1.